How you doing, guys? Thanks for joining me for another Pokemon VGC video today, where I attempt to climb the online rankings and try to become a better competitive battler as I go along. And we've been learning a lot this week, at least, I have. And we're going to do one more battle today. We're going to do one more battle because I posted a Mario Kart 8 video earlier today, which was very long, and I didn't realize how long it was actually going to be until I was done recording it and started editing. So I'm just going to do one battle today, and I'm going to follow up two more battles tomorrow. And tomorrow's episode will be the last episode we're using this Mega Altaria team. And fortunately enough, we haven't lost this week yet using this Mega Altaria team. And it's kind of crazy because I didn't really build any... I didn't build EVs for my partnering Pokemon to this Mega Altaria around the Mega Altaria and around each other. And I don't really, come up with a lot of good pairings to throw out there. The Amoonguss, the U-turning Landorus is a good one, and then the Tailwinding and the Rage Powdering Amoonguss. I just love Amoonguss so much. It's just the only thing that my team is particularly weak to would be the Ludicolo, and I freaking hate Ludicolo, so I'll probably be using him next week on my new team. Alright, so let's just jump right on the ladder today, and speaking of next week, most likely on Sunday. I was not planning on posting any videos on Sunday, but most likely what I'll be doing is a 1688 player, okay, alright, from Virginia, Zach, okay, alright, hey Zach, what's going on? And you have a very, 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 very powerful team, so possibly seeing the Scarf Gardevoir or Mega Gardevoir, Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y would make sense right here, and Whimsicott. Whimsicott is so annoying. So we have the Whimsicott, we have the Charizard, and we have the Garchomp, Talonflame. I don't think I've ever battled this week without seeing a Talonflame on everyone's team. It's just such a popular Pokemon. And the Porygon Z, I'm used to seeing the Porygon 2 with the Trick Room, but this isn't a Trick Room team. This is a fairly fast team, especially if he invested a lot of EVs into his Gardevoir, which most likely is Scarfed. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Whimsicott is annoying with its Prankster ability to Leech Seed, to Encore. I don't know what else it gets. It's just very, very annoying. I don't think it gets Thunder Wave, but it does get Toxic, and it's just annoying to get rid of. So right off the bat, I see that Heatran is a very, very good matchup against four of his Pokemon, actually, being his Charizard, his Talonflame, Whimsicott, and possibly his Gardevoir if he thinks I have Flash Cannon on my Heatran, which I do not, but I could definitely bluff it. It's just that his Garchomp is going to cause some problems, so he's definitely going to bring his Garchomp along with him in this battle. So Suicune is definitely going to be good. Landorus, are you going to be good in this battle? Landorus could possibly be good in this battle. I could definitely U-turn the Whimsicott if he leads with the Whimsicott. Amoonguss, I can't really see Amoonguss doing anything in this battle at all. It's weak to primarily all of his Pokemon, so I'm not even going to bring it. Do I lead with my Heatran? I'm not going to leave my Heatran because he could possibly think I'm going to don't have Earthquake. So Altaria, Heatran, and that's what I'm going to go with. That's what I'm going to go with. It's interesting to see what this Porygon Z has. It probably is the fast variant, special attacking. Maybe Tri-Attack, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, maybe just an all-out attacker. I don't know. We are going to find out. So I'm going to leave with my Landorus, my Suicune. Hopefully he leads with his Garchomp and his Gardevoir and his Whimsicott. That's perfectly fine with me. That is perfectly fine with me. Alright, so Bug not being super effective to the Whimsicott anymore in this generation because it does get the Fairy typing. So it's Fairy and it is Grass. So neutral damage. Gardevoir gets pressure. That's fine. It's probably going to be Mega Gardevoir. The question is, I brought Heatran. Heatran was definitely a good Pokemon to bring in this battle because if he Mega Evolves, goes for the... He could go for the Trick Room. He definitely could do that because Whimsicott's Prankster Pokemon is going to attack first with status moves regardless if there's a Trick Room up or not. So he could definitely go for the Trick Room, or he can go for the Hyper Voice. If he goes for the Hyper Voice play, I'm going to U-turn out and throw my Heatran in there. It's not going to do anything to my Heatran. So Whimsicott's going to be threatened by my Heatran. I'm going to put immediate pressure on. Well, at least I hope so because I've been doing some weird switches today and they've just been targeting down the wrong Pokemon, which at least I think they don't want to target down, and they do anyway. Hard reads, hard reads. So I'm going to U-turn out onto this Whimsicott. Please don't protect Whimsicott. Don't protect. Don't protect. Do I want to go for the Talon? I don't think I want to go for the Talon because, I mean, I'm going to protect. I'm going to protect my Suicune. In case, please go for the Hyper Voice, because if... Okay, so I wasn't even paying attention. Who protected right there? Whimsicott go for the Tailwind. So this is a Tailwinding team. Okay. I thought it was a Trick Room team. He does get Tailwind, so I should have went for my own Tailwind. Because if I went for my own Tailwind, I would be faster. I definitely would be faster. So Tailwind's definitely something I may want to set up. But are you Mega Gardevoir? Because if you're not Mega Gardevoir, I don't have to worry about the Hyper Voice. I could just throw my Altaria in there, but I'm so afraid of you just Mega Evolving and then going for the Hyper Voice next turn. I don't know why you wouldn't have Mega Evolved the first turn, because you'd be faster in Mega form. What do I do? Heatran just puts immediate pressure on, so I'm going to go for the Heatran. Hopefully that scares his Whimsicott out. Most likely going to scare it out to a Garchomp. So I'm going to check off here. We got Whimsicott. We have one turn of Tailwind, so Tailwind. So OP Tailwind. We have one turn already. This is the turn. That is the one turn. And don't think... Are we going to see the Charizard? Are we going to see the Charizard? I hope we see the Charizard. The Guard. Potentially see the Talonflame and the Charizard come in the Whimsicott slot. We could see that. I think he's going to switch out his Whimsicott. Whimsicott already has done his job setting up the Tailwind, or he could just, you know, go for the straight up Protect. So I'm going to go for my substitute right here. And I'm going to go for my own Tailwind right here. So he's going to withdraw Gardevoir. Is he going to keep his Whimsicott in there to potentially go for the Giga Drain? Why did I not see that coming? I just literally said before this match started that Whimsicott gets Encore, and yet I go for the Protect, and he Encores me. Pay attention. Can I please pay attention? May I just please pay attention to that? This is the second turn of Talent. Well, he can't. Can he Encore me behind the sub? I don't think he can. Because if he Encores me behind the sub, I'm in one shitty situation right here. I don't know. That's one thing I don't know. I'm unsure of that. We're gonna find out in just 1 second. Oh man. I'm gonna go for the Protect onto my Heatran. He shouldn't have had to work this Whimsicott. So if he goes for Pokemon Landorus, is he gonna attack this slot knowing that I'm gonna switch into my Landorus? I'm gonna get the Intimidate off. I'm just gonna get the Intimidate off on this Garchomp. And he's going to withdraw. Are you going to go for the Earthquake? If you go for the Earthquake, I'd be perfectly fine with that. It looks like he's going to go for the Earthquake because he put in his Talonflame. Go for the Earthquake right now. Do it. I'm going to get the Intimidate off on both of these physical attackers. And this Earthquake's not going to do anything, because I'm going to just protect it and switch into my Landers. Earthquake. Earthquake. Quake of the Earth. Yes. Yes. And if you were choiced, that would be absolutely perfect with me. I don't think you are, because you wouldn't have went with that risky play right there. You wouldn't have went for the Earthquake. Or at least I wouldn't have in that position. I probably would have went for the Rock Slide. Okay. Alright, so this is the third. The Tailwind's going to peter out after this. So, he's going to Earthquake. Going to get rid of my sub. Talonflame can't do anything to my Heatran. Although Brave Bird can do a lot if he's Life Orbed or Choiced Bandit. It won't KO. Definitely won't KO. Will KO my Landers. That's what it will do. It will KO my Landers. So he's gonna Earthquake. What do I do? He's going to Earthquake, and then I'm going to sub again. And then I'm going to go for the Rock Slide in case this Brave Bird doesn't KO my Landorus. That would be great. Or does he go for it on the Heat Train and then Earthquake? Okay, so that's good. And he's Life Orbed, and that did not do much damage. That did not do much damage whatsoever for a Life Orb Talonflame when I have no investment at all in this Landorus. So this is a very good situation right here. And Talonflame avoids. How lucky can you get? A 4-time super effective move misses the only Pokemon that I wanted to hit with that Rock Slide. And he's gonna knock out my Landorus with this next move. Because that did perfectly. That move did perfectly 83 damage. I have 82 hit points left. Therefore, I'm a goner this next turn. But considering the fact that it didn't do that much onto the Landorus, I could potentially switch out into Suicune. He's going to take an Earthquake. Suicune's going to take an Earthquake. If I switch into my Altaria, it's really going to get hurt. It's going to get hurt like no other by this Talonflame. But it could hang on with a little bit more HP than Landorus did, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take any damage from this Earthquake. And no. Heat Wave and Altaria. Oh man, I gotta start paying attention to this damn timer. Alright, so I can always conserve the Intimidate for later in the battle. We both still have 4 Pokemon left, but I can't see this lasting very long, especially it doesn't look very good in my favor. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. Okay, so he's losing a lot of HP with his Talonflame, and this Heat Wave is not gonna kill. But hopefully, what I'm potentially hoping for is that I get the burn onto this Garchomp. And this Garchomp may very well be Scarfed because it's only going for the Earthquake. And I got a crit on the Garchomp, and it didn't do anything. Okay, so next move is going to KO Talonflame. Next move is going to KO Talonflame. He's going to go for another Earthquake. He's faster than my Heatran. He could potentially predict my Protect. But does he even have to protect my Protect? He could just go for the safe. He just go for the safe Earthquake. We have Whimsicott, we have Guard, we have Talonflame. Whimsicott, Guard, and Talonflame. Do I go for the Heat Wave? Oh my god. Reads. Does he switch into his Whimsicott to set up another Tailwind? I'm risking it right here. I'm gonna go for the Heat Wave, thinking that he's gonna switch into his Whimsicott. I'm gonna Mega Evolve, and I'm gonna Protect. What's he gonna do? Switch out. You're not gonna switch out. I don't know. I don't know what more I can do, to be completely honest with you. I don't know what more I can do. That was the obvious play for him to switch out to his Whimsicott. Because I could have definitely protected right there. And if I would have protected, I would have had my Heatran still. God damn it. Alright. This Talonflame, man. This Talonflame Brave Birds my Altaria one more time. It's going down. So I really have no choice other than to switch my Landorus in here. Now he's going to switch out his Garchomp. But does he sack his Talonflame? If is Talonflame, Brave Birds, any one of my Pokemon, it's not going to KO either one of my Pokemon. He's going to go down to recoil damage. This Garchomp can't hit my... It can't KO my Altaria. It can't even hit my Landers. So we're going to see a switch out right here. It all depends on what Pokemon he switches out into this this Garchomp slot. Unless he just stays in and sacks his Garchomp. He's going to switch in his Whimsicott. Definitely going to switch into his Whimsicott. I'm going to U-turn with my Landers. U-turn with my Landers. I'm going to U-turn with my Landers and just play... He's going to withdraw. Hopefully this U-turn and this Hyper Voice will be a Gardevoir. Okay. Alright, so let's go. This is going to be a neutral damage U-turn. It's going to withdraw both of them. Oh, should have went for the Fire Blast. But I could have never imagined. I thought he was going to go for the Whimsicott into the Garchomp slot. Alright, so at least... Wow, okay. Well, he's not a... Gardevoir is not a defensive Pokemon, so... Alright, so obviously I gotta go to my Suicune here. This is where a Taunter comes in handy, but Whimsicott's a fairly fast Prankster Pokemon, so this isn't going to KO the Gardevoir. Is that max speed, max special attack Gardevoir? That shouldn't have KO'd. If he invested in special defense and HP, that would have definitely survived a Hyper Voice, considering the fact that two Pokemon on our field and Hyper Voice's power just gets cut. But he, unfortunately, is going to get a Tailwind off. He's going to get a Tailwind off. Do I go for my own Tailwind? Excuse me. He's going to go into his Garchomp. He's going to go into his Garchomp. Can't Dragon Claw my Altaria. Do I protect with my Altaria? He's going to get the Tailwind up. Do you have Iron Head or Poison Jab? That's what I'm thinking right now. You have Iron... I don't even know what item he has. He just kept on using Earthquake. He could potentially be Choice Scarfed. So, if he's Choice Scarfed, he's going to outspeed both of my Pokemon. And if he gets the Tailwind up, it's all over. I'm going to have to go for my own Tailwind. Because I should be able, hopefully, to outspeed with my Landers. I don't even know if my Landers will be able to KO, though. KO this Garchomp. Garchomp is such a bulky son of a bitch. I'm going to go for the Protect. I'm going to go for the Protect. Helping Hand. Earthquake? Helping Hand, Earthquake. It's not going to KO my Suicune. And I'm going to get the Citrus Berry off. So that was a good Protect right there. I'm going to get my Tailwind off. So I may potentially be able to outspeed. I may potentially be able to outspeed both of his Pokemon now. Okay, alright. Alright, Garchomp. Garchomp base speed. I can't even bring it up on my computer because I'm recording off on my computer right now. I don't like doing this, but... Garchomp base speed. 52 seconds. Bulbapedia, obviously the first link that comes up. What can you potentially... You're gonna Brave Bird with your Talonflame. And it's gonna KO my Altaria. And I had already protected with my Altaria. You have your last two Pokemon there. I could potentially sack my Landorus. Okay, regulate your Garchomp. Oh my god. If you're not outspeeding. You're not outspeeding my Landorus. You're not outspeeding my Landorus. Question of the day. Talonflame goes for Roost. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Not going to KO my Suicune. Okay. That's fine. You're going to die. You are going to die. Am I faster than a Scarfed Garchomp with my Suicune? Am I trying to do the calculation in my head? I am! I am. That's going to pick up the KO. Okay. Alright, these close battles. Damn. I'm going to have a heart attack, especially drinking all of this coffee. Man. Okay, we're going to get 2-0 win. We picked up another win. Okay, alright, good. My blood pressure is probably boiling right now. Holy crap, that was a long and intense battle coming down to the last second. I did have the landers in the back, so, you know, if my Suicune wasn't faster than his Garchomp, the Earthquake wasn't going to KO my Suicune. I was going to get off the Ice Beam anyway. That was pretty much a last-ditch effort for him. I knew he had to go for the Brave Bird, but just ever in case he did go for the Roost, I went for the Hyper Voice. Hopefully the Hyper Voice would have been able to put it into KO range where if he does a Brave Bird again, he will get knocked out, and that's pretty much it. And I had the Landers in the back, so I could have intimidated both of his Pokemon if, you know, my Altaria went down, and they would have been just completely crippled when it came down to their attack, and I would have been able to either Rock Slide or Earthquake in the position I was in, whether it had been the Garchomp or the Talonflame left. But that's it. Oh man, that's today's episode. I am beat. Maybe I'll take a nap or something like that after that battle, or I'll just continue battling with this team so I could get a little bit more practice in for tomorrow's episode. Alright, but that's it for today's episode. I really do appreciate for everyone that does watch my videos. I hope you can learn something from it. And if you want me to use like a certain team, certain Pokemon, certain setup, just post it in the comment section below, or you could just PM me with a team if you don't want everyone else to see something that you had actually created in your own spare time, which would be actually pretty cool if you let me use your own team or something like that. But currently I'm putting my own team together. It is revolving around one of the Mega Pokemon that I've been using since X and Y, and he's one of my favorite. But you're going to be seeing that hopefully in Sunday's episode if I can get a team preview episode. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.